Greg Gattuso joins us in studio. The man of a new contract, the head football coach at the University at Albany.
Now, Raj, I thought Coach was supposed to join us in studio at 10:30.
Well, he was at a meeting.
Here's what I think happened.
What happened?
Yesterday, you promised lunch.
Yep.
But we don't get off the air till noon.
Right.
So if Greg comes in at 10:30, he's got to kill an hour until the show is done
now
before
I have to buy him lunch.
You show up at 11:30.
He probably has another meeting.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of meetings.
You have more
lately.
meetings.
Am I supposed to talk? I thought this was a two-man act. I didn't want to butt in.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning. How are you, Roger?
Buddy?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you should be doing good.
I am. I'm doing
congratulations.
good.
I mean, that's nice when you know that you're doing a good job, and the people who need to know that you're doing a good job or oversee that you're doing a good job from the top down think that you're doing a good job, and you get a nice 5-year deal.
Yeah, no, we're Colleen and I love how we love it here, and it's become home, and we love the people, and we like everything about the Capital Region and University at Albany. So it's great to get the length of the contract. Gives us some longevity, and it's an important part of recruiting, staff retention, all those things. And I know there's no one more frustrated. We'd love to have a great year every year, but we are building in an incredibly tough conference. We feel great about where we're at. We had our first workout this morning with the kids running around, and we looked the part. We're bigger and faster and stronger and deeper, and we're expecting to have a good year next year. It
does make it easier. People always say, well, a lot of coaches like that 5-year, but that's important when you're out recruiting and they know, hey, this coach is – he's going to be there for my time. It makes the recruiting process a lot easier. It
does. And it's any parent that doesn't ask the question is foolish. Coaches are bouncing around. And a lot of times kids, the reason they picked, many times athletes pick, it isn't about just academics. It's about the football program and the people and everything from
and the head coach,
fan support and the people that they're dropping their kids off with. We're taking their treasure and trying to help them get better. And so it's it is a process that I think the parents love the longevity, and I think it's great, and we love it, because we have a good group of coaches that are very committed to being here. We lost a couple through, obviously Coach Clark got the Robert Morris head job, which we were super excited for him, and Coach LeVar left to be the offensive coordinator, and Plunges left to be the D coordinator. Great for them. We're going to miss them, but I think we brought some great coaches in. I think we've made our staff stronger with some of the changes and in many ways. And we're just going to go forward and keep coaching these guys.
Going into year 5, right, Coach? So I know we'll ask you this if we're all still here and lucky enough to be in 2022. Do you feel like in your first 4 years, where is this program? Is it where you want it to be? And if we ask you the same thing in 2022, you would answer that question, yeah, we're where we want to be by accomplishing what?
I think playoffs certainly are the first big step, and competing for a championship. If you can get to the point where you can finish it off, great. Obviously, that's my goal and is our goal every year. When I came here 4 years ago, it was everybody kind of laughed at me when I said we want to win the conference and try to win a national championship. But I literally got people kind of laughed about it. But
what else are you supposed to say?
Well, but I mean we've beaten ranked teams. We've beaten it since we've been here in 4 years. We've been ranked 3 of the 4 years, many for multiple weeks. We beat Buffalo last year. We were able to beat the number 6 team in the country. We beat 3 ranked teams last year, even though the record wasn't what we wanted. We had one of the best records against playoff teams last year, which is people don't realize. We played a lot of good teams. We played. We were 2-2 against playoff teams last year, and we lost one in overtime and another by 6-0. So not happy about it, but also I look at the program when we first started talking about this together, we knew if you took a team out of the MAC and you put them in the Big Ten, how fast could they be successful? You see it with TCU. TCU's a really good program that jumped in, and they've had success, but it took a few years, and it just takes a little time to catch up. And we had to add scholarships and add facilities and all the different things. So I like where we're at. I think we're on schedule. We'd love to have a little better record, obviously, but I have no. I mean, we got 2 7-win seasons. I feel really good about next year. I love our team. I think we're in a position to make a run at this thing, and that's all you can ask is to the support has been exceptional. I think this contract's another sign of that, and I think that the community support has really gotten better. I think the local recruiting is going to help us even more. No one is more happy than I am to be able to sign 4 kids from Section 2. I mean,
out of 14 kids, 4 local.
Yeah, we signed 6 New York kids last year. We signed 4. You know, we feel it's important to guard our home base as best we can, and there's not a ton of BCS and FCS talent in the state of New York. There is, but a lot of them play basketball or play different sports, and we just have to continue to mine the area.
New York is not a football state.
It's not. The good thing in just the time I've been here, you can see this. It's changing a little bit. I think that's reflected with the kids that we were able to bring in. I mean, you're seeing more growth in the camp circuits, or a lot more camping, a lot more 7-on-7s. Kids are more year round than they used to be, even just 5 years ago. You go into Western Pennsylvania or Northern Jersey or Ohio, I mean, it's almost 12 months a year for football programs, and I think New York is really, the coaches here are doing a great job, and we're really excited. And that's one of the ways you fill your stadium up is you start getting local people and their friends and come out and see, Joe Casal and Dev Holmes and Moab Omer and Nico Conan. Yeah, we're going to add some people to the mix.
Time with Greg Gattuso, just signed a new 5-year contract as to remain on, obviously, as the head coach of the football program. And you already started today. You had kids doing workouts today.
Well, we're in our winter training period.
This is the running part of it.
And Friday mornings is we're able to go in and work with, get them in. It's mainly conditioning and training. It's not football stuff, but it's fun to just get out with the kids again. Be around them. We start so late. Our kids don't get back till really the 3rd week of January, so we miss them for 6 weeks almost, and so it's great to see them. They're working hard. Our offensive line is 20 pounds bigger across the front, which just they trained hard over the break and they look good. And Mekhi Royster's 290 pounds right now. He played at 265 as a redshirt.
And he's going to move out of that center position, you
think?
Well,
we don't know that. He's going to have to do both. We're hoping that we can get him in a different position, but he was he's a talented kid, but you see it across the board. Sean Kennedy was 265, 268 most of the year. He's 290 right now. Oof. Looks like a house, and we're getting bigger across the front.
You're going to be better offensively up front in the O-line.
There's no doubt. I mean, that we lost 7 kids off of the O-line when you think about it from the year before, and again, no excuses. That it was just a learning. We knew we were going to play 4 new starters last year, and they got better. But the big thing is, we get the guys back. Casey Desir, who was a starter, hurt his knee in camp and was out the whole year. Casey's back and will be in the mix, and Hunter Verde's a big athlete that we were excited about last year. We were able to redshirt. He'll be in the mix, and I like the kids we have. I think we're going to be noticeably better up front.
And where is Elijah Ibitoken-Hanks in all this and his recovery and getting right and ready for 2018?
Well, when the things, the intangible things that we missed from him last year that I think hurt us to some degree. You saw it even just today. I mean, he's the leader that he is. Immediately, as soon as the kids line up for stretch, he's out doing UA, and has the whole place rocking. And his enthusiasm and he likes to lead from the front, which I really like about him. And he looked great. He's healthy. He's 100% healthy now, and
which is big because you don't have any. I think last year part of it was you just had some reservations about whether he was just not right yet, and now mentally he's there, right?
Yeah, and look, we talked many times about it. I mean, that decision was a brutal decision for me because I was knowing that we were taking out a large chunk of our offense. Now the good thing is the quarterbacks progressed, and I think our receiving corps for the first time is going to be a threat. Which an overall threat is that when you look at J.R. Reeves is back, it'll be his 3rd year, and Donovan McDonald last year was out of sight, and he's now will know what we're doing. Austin Ellis has been a really good football player for us, and we have a couple really good young kids, like Marquise Thorns and Tavon Granison are going to be great, really good players, and we're excited about throwing Dev Holmes and some of these, Juwan Green. I don't know if you saw any tape of him, the mid-year young man from Martinsburg, West Virginia, in Lackawanna. He is a deep threat, and so I feel great about who we are. We think our tight ends are really good.
Did you find Jawan because of Gerard? I mean, is that how that kind of worked out? They're both from Lackawanna?
Not really because of it. Just I really think highly of Coach Duda at Lackawanna, and I trust him. And Justin Walker, the kids we've gotten from Lackawanna in the mid-year have been really good players, and we're it's a good relationship. And Jawan was the offensive MVP there. He's very good. I mean, he had 9 kickoff returns last year for an average of 45 yards a return. So we're hoping he can bring. You start putting. This is where depth comes in. Now all of a sudden you got D-Mac back there, maybe Jawan, maybe Dev Holmes. And all of a sudden you have these threats. I think EB and Carl Mofar will be a heck of a tandem together.
And doesn't that create healthy competition? You know what I mean? Like, guys want to look. No matter what, you want to one up even your teammates.
There's no. I mean, as good of a back as EB Token Hanks is, he needs someone that can come in and challenge him, but also to if he doesn't have it one day, Carl's a legitimate back. Carl's 218, 220 pounds right now. He looks great. He has great hands. He's really good in protections, and they're going to be a good tandem. I think we're going to miss our seniors from last year. I think Malachi's going to be tough to replace on the D line, but I think that group is good. We just feel really good about our group. Our linebackers are going to be the biggest and probably overall together the quickest we've ever had. The three or five that we have in there are all 228, 235 pound range. I watched Eli Menzer this morning run by Donna McDonald in a race, which is ridiculous. No, I feel good. I feel great about our team. I think obviously health isn't always an issue for all of us, but I feel good about our football team going forward. I'm excited.
14 new recruits announced yesterday. Coach had the press conference. How many out of those 14 could be impact players immediately? And is one of them Dev Holmes? That's next on Big Board Sports 104.5 A Team ESPN Radio.